Rightio, so we are leaving Middle Lagoon today. We've had a few good days here. Top camp spot. We were going to do Penda Bay yesterday, just to go out there for the day, but the girls are a little bit run down, so they were pretty tired. So we just had to take the day off and just have a bit of a rest. So we are heading to a free camp of Quondong Point today. Now, there's a couple of free camps out there. I think there's a north and a south one, so we don't know which one we're going to have yet. So back out to the main drag. So I've got to air up all 8 tyres, drive a few k's down the road. Probably I don't know how many k's, but about 60 or 70, I don't know. Air down, and then drive out to Quondong Point. And then after that, we'll probably be spending around about 3 days there. And then after that, we're going to James Price Point, which is just up the coast a little bit more. At least I don't have to air up for that. Anyway, Quondong Point. Let's go and check this campsite out. So this is the pain in the bum bit, especially when you got to do a couple of times a day. So the tyre pressures I run on the car, the front tyres around about 40, 41. The back is around about 43, 44, 45. And the van, what do I run on the van? 55. 50. Yeah, 50, 55. I forgot there for a minute. I'll just let them go to 100 psi and see what happens. Bang. So yeah, so airing up so we can head out to our next campsite. Sorry?
We've done the front one already.
These ones, I've only done these ones.
That front one's at 38, it's not high enough.
Yeah, that's right. You're always going around about 3 or 4 psi once the tyres heat up a bit. Just remember that, especially when you're doing a cold tyre pressure.
Alright, we're back at the turn off to head up the Dampier Peninsula, the other side again this time. We are just airing down again. Half tyre. So we are heading up to Quondong Point today. Going up there for 3 nights, and then we're going to head to James Price Point for 3 nights because it is a 72-hour limit. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully we score ourselves a nice spot. It is like nearly lunchtime, but fingers crossed no one is up there. Well, we've made it. What a super awesome place to camp. You know, it'd almost be even more super awesome. Well, we floored it. We got told to floor it to get into this one, and you know, we're a little bit stuck in the sand. Just a little bit. Are we bogged?
Yeah.
Are we bogged? Let's go, please. Let's go, please. Are we bogged?
Just a little bit.
But look at the view.
That's worth it.
If we can get this happening, we'll be right. I don't know what the caravan was doing behind us. I didn't want to look. It's all part of the adventure. Am I right?
That's it. Something like that.
A week ago, you wouldn't even come into Bard Creek, and now look at you.
Oh no, but only because they had no signs.
Well, let's just say there's plenty of people around to help if we are stuck, but we are on a cliff top, so this could be interesting.
we finally got out.
Well, it didn't take that long.
It didn't take that long. It took probably what 3 or 4 attempts with the max tracks.
Oh, it wasn't even that. We had to move, like,
yeah,
we were moving from spot to spot.
Anyway,
it wasn't like it wasn't working.
Look how dirty I am. Oh, unbelievable. So Danielle didn't film us getting out because, you know, tensions were a little bit high.
Nothing was being said, but just the mood just went from, yeah, this is cool, to,
yeah, this is not
cool.
This is not good. So
I was quite happy to stay there and go, well, we're going to have to try and get out eventually anyway, so what is? But he was like, no, let's just do it in one hit.
I knew that we had a task ahead of us, because nothing's worse than pulling up to a camp knowing that you got to dig yourself out when you leave.
I thought that too. I was thinking, you won't be able to relax.
I won't be able to relax. I'm going to be laying in bed going, how the hell am I going to get this out?
You could have given the kids a task just to start digging all the sand away.
Yeah, that's it. But no, we got out in the end. So my 2 fears of doing what we're doing is, number 1 is the car totally stopping, and well, that happened at a free camp because I put the fuse back in the wrong spot and killed the car, but I fixed that. And second was getting bogged.
Yes, but I'm so surprised you went in guns a-blazing, even though he told you, oh, just floor it.
Yeah, well, the guy said, he goes, you'll be right, mate, you just got to floor it, she'll be right. Anyway, I got up the ridge okay, but then up the top it was even boggier. It was like unbelievable, and I'm going, oh no, this is not good. And of course you can't turn, and she just went like that. So the guy said, oh no, you'll be all right. So lesson learned.
Check your sight.
Check your sight. Don't go on what other people say. Always check it. Otherwise you're in for a bad day.
Like if it's too sandy, just don't go on it.
Just don't go on it. Anyway, we ended up with a nice site. Show them, Holly. We ended up with a nice site. Yep, that's pretty good. And it's a nice site with the smell of the clutch that I can smell from the oh, she's burning. Whew. Anyway, it's time to relax.
We are going to keep an eye on these people that are at the front of us though, and if they move tomorrow, we're moving, and then we're going to restart our 72 hours because we can.
Hey!
You're all done. Put your hat on.
What?
We did all that before.
Wasn't me. Even in the shower, wasn't me. You cut me on camera. Wasn't me. It's recording.
I think she's been listening to too much Shaggy. It wasn't me.
Yeah. Huh?
She's a little bit psycho today.
Today.
Last few days.
Yeah, we figured that.
Last 5 years. Last 5 years you've been psycho.
Figured out why.
Don't annoy your sister. You know, the only downside to do fun stuff like this is it's the process. It's when they get changed and they fight because they're in each other's way because the caravan is smaller than a bedroom. And they push each other, and then they whinge, and they fight and scream, and then mum and dad start screaming. And then as they're applying sunscreen, no, I want to do it. And then there's fights over that. No, the bottle's closer to me. Let me do it first. All that sort of stuff. And it doesn't make you want to do anything. All you really want to do is just sit down and relax and watch other people do fun things like
Swim.
stand up bodyboarding.
We don't have that anyways.
No, but I'm saying that we could watch them. But anyway, let's go down the beach. Maybe I could put some lovely music to it and make it all look fluffy. That we are having a wonderful time, 110% of the time. Yeah, I've got the keys in there. So let's go.
So for tea tonight we are having beef roast, marinated of course. You can get them all done up for you at Woolies. Pretty good, so give them a crack. And what's happening in here? The kiddies watching a movie. Had a bit of a big day, played some beach cricket, both had some showers. So had a bit of potatoes, got them boiling in there for a bit of mash, a bit of frozen veg, and had half a zucchini and a couple of carrots. That's about it. Really, so yeah. When you've been free camping for a while and it's time to refill the water tank.
That's it.
Got 2 20-litre
jerry cans?
Yeah, that's the word I'm
that
looking
you're trying
for.
to find?
I'm trying to think, I'm looking at going, what's that called again?
Yep, jerry cans. Yeah.
And then we just attach our little hose into the water. So we got 2 of them, so that's about 40 litres.
Very good.
I know 20 plus 20 is 40. I'm just to share that little bit of information. So that should get us through a little bit longer. So we're heading up to another free camp for a couple of nights in the morning. So that should be good, and then we're going to head into Broome. We've decided to head into Broome a little bit earlier than first thought. Things are starting to get a little bit low, and we've got a few things we need to catch up on, and we need some steady internet reception. A few things to work out where we go from here, and who knows how long we're going to be in Broome for. Just the thought already of leaving Broome sort of like makes me sad. I like Broome. I know there's so many gorgeous places down the west coast, but we'll see how long we're in Broome for at this stage. I think it's gone from 5 days till probably 7 days. So we'll see how we go. Bit of R&R, bit of me time, bit of Jeremy time. Looking at getting my hair done and a few other things. So we'll show you how that goes. In the meantime, enjoy this beautiful sunset. Okay, so we have arrived at James Price Point. So this is as far as we're going up the Dampier on this side. This is the driveway. It's come in, it actually is a lot steeper than it looks. So it'll be interesting trying to get out when we go. But we'll show you that. So yeah, so we have arrived at James Price Point. It's about only 10 k's up the road from Quondong once you go back out on the main drag, and this is literally just off the main road up this way. You don't have to go down another track to get here. It's a pretty good spot. So you pass the James Point Price turn off, you can go down there and there's a few cliff top spots, or you can come down here and it's just a big open flat area left and right. Heaps and heaps of space for camps. Any campers, caravans, you could fit 50 here, I reckon, and still have some space. It's that big. So we'll chuck up some drone footage of the campsite and we'll show you how big it is. But you can't miss these views, and the best part is it's free. Now it is a 72-hour limit. Not sure if everybody abides by that, but there is plenty of space here. So check out this ocean view. Hey, can't beat that. Can't beat that. Tides get pretty big, but it's just probably about an hour off high tide at the moment. The water is a bit murky for me. I probably wouldn't swim here. I did read on Wikicamps about 12 months ago, they did say they saw a couple of crocs and a couple of sharks here. So that's enough to put me off. I know that was 12 months ago, but it's about the same time. And the water is quite murky. The other couple of ones we stayed along here were quite clear and you could see what was in the water. But nah, that's all good. We're heading back into Broome soon. So swimming pool. Swimming pool around that area. So yeah, this is our camp spot. Check it. Good old Mitzi. She's been working hard. Not bad, not bad. And at low tide, it goes all the way out and there's rock pools and rocks everywhere along here. So we'll be going for a walk and sussing them out. Quite a nice spot. It's quite a bit humid and sticky. But we are up high, we are next to the water, and we are approaching the wet season.
Hello! It's a hard life. It's a hard life.
It is.
Watching, there's plenty of fish out there, eh? Some big fish. There's dolphins. Haven't seen any whales here. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a cracker spot just to sit down and do sweet FA.
Yep, you're right.
What are you playing down there, Tori?
Caravan.
Caravan? Is your caravan bogged?
No, we're camping here.
Oh, it looks like us the other day at Quondong Point when our caravan got bogged, didn't it? Well, the caravan didn't really get bogged, the car got bogged, the caravan was alright. Oh, I don't know, that looks like, you know, where the sand was up to the wheels too, I reckon. He looks a bit bogged. You might have to get the max tracks out. You like playing in the dirt, don't you? That's good. keep your eyes off my brekkie. Oh, doesn't that look good? Oh, get a bit spoilt some days. It's pretty good.
We use leftovers, that's fine.
Leftovers, that's it.
Oh.
Leftovers bacon, bring it on. And Mum even cooked the bread. How good is that?
Yeah.
We'll have to show them how you cook the bread.
Well, it was the first time we did it, so.
Yeah, first time you did it. So, yeah, I think it worked out pretty good. And next time will be even better. Wait, get out of it.
Alright, moving day, pack up today.
Boo.
Going to, where are we going today?
Yay!
Yes, we're going to Broome. So, it's a bit humid overnight, a lot of condensation around.
You're not wrong. Even the van's totally wet. Maybe first signs of the wet.
Maybe.
Just never know.
We'll see, eh? Alright, so Dampier Peninsula. What did we think, guys? So we did Bard Creek.
Bard Creek.
And then we went up to Gumberland Wilderness Retreat for 3 nights.
Yeah.
Then we went to Middle Lagoon.
Oh, Lombandina.
Oh, we visited Lombandina. We didn't stay there.
Yeah.
Then we went down to up to Middle Lagoon. And then we came back down here and we did Quondong. And then we came here to James Price Point, and then we're heading into Broome. So we've been a lot of places. We've been here for about 2 and a bit weeks.
We've already been to Broome.
Yep. So yeah, 2 and a bit weeks. So I think each camp spot has its pros and cons.
Yeah.
You know, they're all pretty much different. I mean, for example, Bard Creek, you would really want the weather to be pristine. There's no breath of wind, otherwise the sand will absolutely whip you.
Yeah, it was blasting. We had
Yeah.
one really good day, and then the next day it was just blowing a gale and sandblasting us all day, and there was just no reprieve until probably mid to late afternoon.
Yeah, but the best thing is you are right along the beach. There's no cliff tops or anything like that. You are on the beach. So if you plan your weather right, it's probably one of the best spots. So
Well, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It would be, and it's not a bad swimming beach. You do need to watch the currents,
yeah,
but there's heaps of space for kids to run around on.
yeah.
Wilderness
Retreat. That was pretty good. If you just want to laze around and not do much, it's a good place to pull up. Great views. They've got a cafe there. You grab a coffee, you just relax underneath the veranda sort of thing, and you just absolutely do nothing. There's walks that you can do down on the beach.
And there is a beach you can go to, but you've got to drive down with your vehicle.
Yeah.
And that's very tidal, I think.
And the people that run it
At
at
the
the moment, because I think they're changing soon. Fantastic. Was it Mark and Peter?
Yep, they were great.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
So that is a paid campground. It is $20 an adult. Kids under 12 are free.
Yeah.
And there is pretty much full 4G reception there.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Lombandino, we just stopped there to do the beach. It is an Aboriginal community, and it does cost you $10 to enter their community. They have a little craft shop, a bakery that's open certain days of the week, and a beautiful beach.
Yeah.
Amazing, crystal clear waters. You
Yeah,
can
but-
drive your car out there. It is quite sandy.
Yeah. But it's easy. Just let
Easy.
your tyres down to 20 or 22 or whatever.
And they
easy.
do recommend that. They do show you that and tell you that.
Yeah.
So,
But they've only got limited campsites, so if you really want to stay overnight there, you really got to book in advance to make sure that you do get your spot.
yeah. Again, that's a $20 a head site.
Camping, yeah.
Yep. And then we went to Middle Lagoon. So the Middle Lagoon is out near a cluster of campsites. You've got Middle Lagoon, Pender Bay, Smithies, and I think there's a couple others out
Yeah,
there.
a couple of ones, yeah.
They basically all branch off the same road. So we stayed at Middle Lagoon. Again, all 3 of them are the same price. $20 a head, kids free, under 12. If you're lucky enough to get a good site and one with a view, it's
Yeah.
pretty good. Again, that'd be subject to wind because it was a bit windy.
Yeah,
I think the ridgetop sites at where we stayed are an extra $10 a night.
yeah. But even those ridge tops, that was windy and it was still fine.
Yeah,
it was okay.
It was quite nice, and you did see whales off in the distance there, and
Yeah.
they had park benches up the top you could watch the sunset from.
And the fishing was pretty good.
The fishing was good. We went down and caught fish off the little lagoon,
Yep.
and yeah, no
pretty
issues
good.
there, and that was a pretty good swimming beach.
So if you want internet reception, you go near the reception area, and they must have a booster there that gives you a couple of bars of 4G. It's not the best 4G, but it gets you by if you need to contact someone or do something online.
You did get some waves at your site of reception, but it wasn't consistent at all.
Yeah.
And then we came back out and came up down and then back up again. FYI, if you go just past the turn off to those sites, so towards Broome, about a kilometre down the road, there is rubbish bins if you have done what we've done, because you've got to take your rubbish everywhere.
They don't have bins out on each campsite, so you need to take it to the nominated dump point, well, rubbish point.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that was another plus for Middle Lagoon. They had a dump point, and it is the only dump point on the Dampier Peninsula. All right, so then here, Quondong Point, I reckon that was probably a winner on the free campsite for me.
Except for getting bogged.
Well, that's a mistake on your half. So Quondong, it's not far off the road, it's only probably a couple of k's.
A couple of k's off the road.
And you come down and you got some cliff top spots to your left and then straight ahead, and then you turn right, we were told. So yeah, I would still go right, because you can go around, and those sites, there was a big area where we stayed, and you could half a dozen vans there. Yeah, everyone battled for the as soon as someone moved, they would move into the sea view site.
As long as you park on the right angle, you know, a bit of camping etiquette. Park your van on the right angle, you can fit more vans in there, and you won't feel as you won't feel cluttered.
Yeah. So and that was quite easy to get down to the beach. The tide's coming quite high there, but you can still get down there, and good swimming. Yeah. Clear water.
Yeah.
Not much luck on the fishing front there though. And then we come here, James Price Point. Now this place has next to no reception. Quondong had waves. Here there's nothing.
SOS.
Nothing at all.
So in case Daniel bashed me, I could press SOS.
Which is fine, but this place is probably only good to come probably as a first point of call, or you want to come here and do absolutely nothing, because you can't really do much. The beach is non-existent at high tide.
Too murky.
It's too murky to swim in. It's very rocky here at low tide.
But the views are amazing.
The views are amazing. Like I say, if you're happy to come here and sit here and do nothing for a few days, that'll be all right. This was our last one at the end of our trip, so that was probably
And there's enough sand at high tide, like over that way, that the kids can go and play in the sand, whether it's high tide or low tide. So, and it's really cool because when the tide goes out, there's heaps of rock pools around, and you can go and splash your feet in there to cool down, or look for crabs, or I was speaking to a guy earlier. They got
oysters.
So they had a feed of oysters one night. So
lots and lots of hermit crabs around here though.
Heaps of hermit crabs.
Now the issue we had here, ants. They were crazy.
I think we were just unlucky because we're right next to like a bit of a bushy sort of area, and they like to obviously build their nest in there. Yeah, that's where it is, through there. Yeah, right there. But that's all right. So make sure food scraps or anything like that, just make sure there's none of that, and I don't think you have a problem. So make sure that one of the things on your list that you take in your van is ant sand. Just put it around your stabilizer legs so that ants don't come into your van.
Yeah. So
that's the Dampier.
So, Holly, which site did you like? Which was your favourite?
I don't know.
You'd probably say Middle Lagoon because you were catching fish there.
And you could swim there.
Yeah. What about you, Dur? What did you like best?
Here.
You like here best?
Yeah. And Broome.
Okay. Yep. Just missed the memo. What would you say?
I would probably say probably Quondong. But like I say, they've got different way you like it, but Quondong was up there, I reckon, and then Middle Lagoon. But yeah, pretty good.
Another thing too we found is that a lot of people would unhook down here, free camps, closest point, and they'd drive back into Broome for supplies.
Yep.
It's only probably just over an hour
Yep.
Yep, they drive in to stock up, empty toilets, I suppose, get more water before they head up. Whereas we went up first because it just got too windy on here. So
yeah, but it's probably good to start from the furthest point
and work your way
and
back.
then work your way down, so then your trek into Broome isn't as much. So yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're going to leave that episode there. That is the Dampier Peninsula. All right, next time you'll see us in Broome. Catch ya. Hope you enjoyed.